Cops have a duty to serve citizens, but what happens when they become greedy for power and authority? There are times when cops realize they're being set up by educated citizens who know the law better than they do. When a cop noticed two guys filming in an area, he decided to walk over and ask them for their IDs. Naturally, one of the guys immediately questioned the cop, asking why he needed to see their IDs in the first place. The cop didn't have a solid reason to give them, which made things a bit awkward. Now, it's important to know you can't just go around demanding people's IDs because you feel like it. There's gotta be a valid reason, like if someone's committed a crime. But instead of thinking it over, this cop doubled down and even threatened to arrest them if they didn't comply. That's where things started to go off the rails. Here's the deal. Obstructing the police is what's called a secondary offense. This means you can't be arrested for it unless you've already committed some other crime. The cop seemed to overlook this and didn't have a proper reason to approach these guys in the first place, much less demand their IDs. One of the guys, staying calm under pressure, told the cop that while he could show his ID under threat of arrest, it wasn't going to end well for the cop. Why? Because by pushing his authority too far, the cop was stepping into dangerous territory. He was risking not only his job, but also his qualified immunity, protection that usually shields cops from lawsuits because he was infringing on the Fourth Amendment rights of these two men.
Crime you suspect me of committing?
I need ID.
I need to know what crime you're suspecting me of committing, because if you arrest me, let me talk, and then you talk. Let me talk, and then you talk. Let me talk, and then you talk. Whenever you arrest me for not having committed a crime, I'm going to attach my hip to your hip for decades to come. Now, let me tell you something. You know Texas 3802?
Okay.
Do you know Texas 3802? Yes.
3802 states I only need to show my ID if I'm being lawfully arrested.
Are you going to give me your ID?
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
I need ID.
I need to know what crime you're suspecting me of committing, because if you arrest me, let me talk, and then you talk. Let me talk, and then you talk. Let me talk, and then you talk. Whenever you arrest me for not having committed a crime, I'm going to attach my hip to your hip for decades to come. Now, let me tell you something. You know Texas 3802?
Okay.
Do you know Texas 3802? Yes, sir. Texas 3802. I'm going to educate you, sir. I'm going to educate you, sir. I don't know. Wait. Texas 3802. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. My name is Good Citizen.
What's your name?
Don't call.
What's your name? You need your ID or you're going to get arrested.
For what?
For not carrying your ID.
That's a secondary charge. You can't arrest me for a secondary charge. You have to lawfully arrest me for actual crime. Listen, you're going to make a bad mistake. You're making a bad mistake. And this is what we do for a living. Okay? This is why we do this, y'all. He's going to arrest me for Texas 3802. Look it up.
Sir, this isn't Nazi Germany. You can't
This is Nazi Germany. Stand down, sir.
ID.
Talk some sense into him.
Your ID and I'll show you mine.
Name and ID.
Let me see your ID and I'll show you mine.
Name and ID.
What is your name and badge number?
I'm going to ask you one more time.
Stand back away from me. Stand back away
I'm
from
going
me.
to be arrested if I don't give you my ID. Okay, so under threat of arrest, I'm going to give you my ID. But no, I'm going to see you in court.
Yep.
For forcing my ID.
If I don't give you an ID, are you going to arrest me?
Of my Fourth Amendment rights.
Are you going to arrest me if I don't ID?
You don't.
But this cop never stopped surprising us, and not in a good way. Instead of backing off, he actually doubled down, pushing even harder for these guys to hand over their IDs, especially after hearing they might do it just to avoid getting arrested. Any reasonable person would have realized it was time to stop, maybe even save their qualified immunity, but not this cop. No, he seemed more interested in flexing his authority. Trying to intimidate them further, he got right up into the guy's face, so close that the guy had to remind him about the 6-foot rule. The cop clearly didn't appreciate being told off and got even more irritated, starting to yell at them. He was probably hoping to scare them into compliance, but also seemed to realize he might be overstepping. So in an attempt to cover his tracks, he claimed he'd received a call about these guys disturbing the peace. Now, how exactly were they disturbing the peace by simply filming and exercising their rights? It was obvious this cop was reaching. By this point, these guys had had enough. They asked the cop to call his supervisor, hoping to get someone more reasonable involved, but the cop smugly responded that he was the supervisor. Sure, he might be a supervisor, but that doesn't mean there wasn't someone higher up in the chain, right? And soon enough, the sheriff showed up. At first, it seemed like he was there to genuinely listen and maybe help resolve the situation. He even stood back to hear the guy's side of the story, giving the impression that he was going to be fair. But as we all know, appearances can be deceiving, and it wouldn't take long before his true colors started to show.
Do you
Is that
really
what you're
want to
saying?
violate my
That's
Fourth
the
Amendment
threat of
right?
arrest.
I'll give it to you, but I'm going to take you to court.
Yes. We're going to own you.
You don't care?
We're going to own everything you own. Do you understand that?
You came up to us hostile.
No,
Let him de-escalate him and then come back and talk
we
to
have
us like a
de-escalate.
man.
Stay, hey, social distance. Back up.
If you can articulate what law I have broken.
I got the call. Come here.
I need you to articulate what law I have broken.
Disturbing the peace.
When you're serving the peace, well, that's what they said. You come do your investigation, you find out that I'm actually engaged in a constitutional protected activity.
But I need your ID.
You don't need my ID unless I've been lawfully arrested. 3802, Texas 3802. You do not need my name, my ID, unless I've been lawfully arrested.
I haven't broken a law, sir.
I need your
What are you
supervisor,
gonna
sir.
be, disorderly?
He's the supervisor, okay? So is the county attorney here? I need to speak with the county attorney. I need your supervisor.
I need the sheriff. Call the
Who's your
sheriff.
supervisor?
Call the sheriff now.
Well, the
I need the sheriff
Call
right
the
now.
sheriff now.
Okay, what's your name?
Your name is defendant.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the name that you have now is defendant. I want the sheriff here right now. Right now, sit here and wait.
I'll sit here and wait. Call the sheriff.
Sheriff,
That's what we're trying to find out.
Sheriff, will you please have them back up just a little bit so we can talk without them interfering?
What's that?
Will you have them back up just a little bit so we can talk without them
That officer
interfering?
is escalating the situation.
Yes.
I'm also saying
De-escalate. Thank you, sir.
What's the problem?
Okay, the problem is these officers do not know the Bill of Rights, and they do not know that they cannot arrest us for no cause. There has to be a lawful reason to arrest us before we ID. And I have to be lawfully arrested in order to show my ID.
3802 states that I only have to get my identification if I'm being lawfully arrested. Go read the law book.
Now, we almost own your
This is what
department.
I do for a
because
living.
I almost had to give him my ID under threat of arrest.
Yeah,
and
he's
that,
not arrested,
that
but I'm getting my
he
ID.
jumps out of his
a
qualified
violation of the
immunity.
Fourth Amendment. Sorry.
He jumps out of his qualified
Violation of the Fourth
immunity
Amendment.
at that point. And whenever this is what we do. This is why we do this, and we show this to the whole country. That our country is being slowly rolled into tyranny because people have no idea what the Bill of Rights are. He's saying that because they called and said, disturb the peace, how did I do that? By filming? No. The Supreme Court already said that I can't be disturbing the peace by being engaged in my constitutionally protected activity. I'm a little bit elevated right now.
This sheriff seemed pretty disinterested in the whole situation. He quickly realized that these guys knew the law better than the cops did, and they were real law experts. So the sheriff told them they could film as much as they wanted as long as they weren't bothering anyone else. It seemed like the issue was about to be resolved, but the cop from earlier, who also happened to be a supervisor, just couldn't let it go. He actually had the nerve to step right in front of the sheriff and continue arguing with the guys. Some cops really don't know when to quit, do they? Seeing how things were going, the guys decided to ask for the names and badge numbers of the cops so they could file a complaint about their behavior. According to the rules, as long as they're in uniform, cops are supposed to provide this information to the public. But these cops seem to have forgotten about that. Instead of giving their names and badge numbers, they had the audacity to ask the guys where they thought they'd get that information. Naturally, the guys were fed up and started raising their voices. Now, here's where things got even messier. Apparently, the sheriff didn't like being yelled at. His ego took a hit, and suddenly he was telling the guys to stop shouting or they'd be arrested. Can you believe that? It was as if the sheriff had never been spoken to that way before. But here's the thing. The guys had every right to express themselves, and their right to free speech should have been respected. Instead, the sheriff was more concerned about his bruised ego rather than upholding the law.
You snatched my ID when I broke a new law. This is not Nazi Germany.
You see, we're elevated because he's
Yelling at me.
tyranny.
I know, but now you get to deal with the repercussions that your officer caused.
You want to talk to me?
What I'm saying is, when you have people that work like this for you, this is what you have to
Talk
deal
to
with.
me without yelling at me.
De-escalate.
That's all you got to do.
Yes.
I would like to be able to film and practice my First Amendment right in public without being harassed by this.
Quit pointing your finger at people.
He's the one guilty.
You're talking to me right now.
I'm talking to all of
Okay,
you.
listen, what's his name? We won't point fingers.
He
Let me
never
get
even
a
told me his name
Don't
and
point
ID.
fingers. We'll get a name. What's your name, sir?
See?
You don't have to.
That's
You're my
failure to
public
ID.
servant. You put that badge on. You don't have rights. You have duties.
That's failure.
You have duties, and you have limitations.
Yes,
You
I'm
don't
gonna
have
film and be left
rights.
alone.
Film what you want.
Okay, and then
go.
tell him to leave me alone.
All right.
Film what you want as long as you don't bother people.
Learn
Thank
the
you.
First Amendment. You're not getting my ID.
Thank you.
Film what you want and then go.
This is public property. If I have the
As
right to
long
go,
as-
if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay.
Whenever I'm ready to leave town, I'll send you an email and identify myself.
Well, no, the chief already spoke. I want to talk to you. You're a tyrant. Get out of here. No. I will never.
There's no
take my
expectation of
You're a
privacy in
tyrant.
public. I'm going to point this camera in public wherever I want to point it.
Tyrant. If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay.
That's why we're here. Go.
If y'all would leave me alone and let me get my rest of my film,
Y'all
there
have
would be no
badge
issue.
numbers, sir?
I need his name and badge number.
Y'all
so I
have
can
badge
file a formal
numbers?
complaint. What is his name and badge number so I can file a formal complaint?
About what?
About trying to force me to give an ID. He said
He did. He tried.
arrest me.
need ID.
He threatened to put me in a cage if I didn't give him my papers, like a Nazi
If you
soldier.
keep yelling at me, you will be arrested.
Well, that's freedom of speech.
I'm not yelling at you.
This is freedom of speech.
But no, it's not freedom of speech to come yelling
I
at
have
me.
freedom of speech.
You're not going to be yelling at
Do
me.
you have a decibel meter to say that I'm being too loud?
It bothers me. That's all you need to do.
It bothers us that our law enforcement's practicing tyranny.
What you got to do is move on.
The cop from earlier just wouldn't let it go. He kept demanding the guys show their IDs, now insisting that if they wanted to keep filming, they had to identify themselves. But that didn't make any sense at all. If they were on public property, they had every right to be there, whether they were filming or not. The cop even went as far as telling them they had to leave. But here's the thing, if they could leave, then clearly they had the right to stay. It's all public property after all. The guys tried to remind the cop of his role, explaining that cops are supposed to serve the community and make citizens feel safe. But it was clear that these cops had forgotten what it means to be a public servant. You could see their frustration on their faces when they realized the whole situation was a setup. The supervisor cop, the one who started it all, couldn't handle the heat and practically ran off, leaving the mess behind him. The guys weren't done yet, though. They approached the sheriff and asked for the name of the cop who just bolted, but the sheriff refused to tell them, saying they could figure it out on their own. That is a huge failure of duty, and it doesn't even need much explanation. Cops are supposed to be transparent and accountable, not run away when they're called out.
I'm not getting my ID unless I'm lawfully arrested for something.
Identification, sir. I need it now to file a
What you
complaint.
got to do is move on.
I need his name and identification number.
You don't have to.
We do have
Don't
to.
get anything.
The judge is watching,
Failure to
sir.
identify?
I'm not asking
You're
you
failing to
anything.
identify.
Don't give
It's
me
part of the
anything.
procedure to identify yourself when you come in contact with the witness.
It's not part of our policy to identify unless we've been lawfully arrested.
You got a judge. Step down real quick.
And it's also Texas 3802 law that you can't demand ID from me unless I'm lawfully arrested for having committed a crime, which means there's got to be a victim. Where's the victim?
Right now, there's none.
No, there's no victim. There's nobody hurt. There's no bodily harm. There's no harm.
No,
Like I
no,
said, go film. But when somebody tells you,
Oh, listen to the song change.
I am not an indentured servant. I can point this camera anywhere I want it. It's my God-given protected right that my family and your family bled their blood to protect.
I'm going to film here all day if y'all
Okay.
act like this.
All right, I'm going to go film. Walk away, James. Go film. Am I free to stay?
I don't feel safe walking away from y'all. I would like for y'all to leave so I can be.
Am I free to go?
Why? I don't have a gun. You all got guns on the camera.
Am I free to
What are you
go?
afraid of? If you're afraid of a guy with a
If I'm
camera,
free to go, I'm
turn
free
in
to
your badge.
stay.
You free to go?
I'm free to stay then.
If you're afraid of a guy with a camera, turn in your badge. If you're afraid of a guy with a camera, turn in your badge. And if you're afraid of a guy with a camera, get the hell out of here. Nobody likes that, man.
Things don't get escalated.
Things aren't. What are you trying to be?
They're already escalated.
Things have already been escalated by this tyrant.
Just go on to what you got to do.
Now you're gonna make a funny face like you weren't a tyrant. You didn't get my ID though, did you? Yeah, but I'm good.
H. Cook. You got my badge numbers here?
Yes, sir.
Can I get your badge number, please?
ID?
Can I
How do you
get,
identify?
can I get your badge number, Mr. Cook?
Go on to what you got to do.
I am. I'm asking Mr. Cook for his name and badge
What I
number.
have to do is go file a complaint on that officer now.
Well, go find a complaint.
I need his name and badge number.
You go find it.
So you're not going to give me the name and badge number as the sheriff.
No, I'm not going to give you anything.
Wow, that was going to be
Okay, there we go. That's all we need. All right, we'll see y'all in court.
Yep. Let's go today, man.
Have a good day. God bless you.
God does bless me. He blessed me with a pelotas grandotas to do what I'm doing.
A female cop showed up in a man's yard without a warrant, which immediately set off alarms for the man. He told her she had no business being there without one, and when she tried to talk to him, he wasn't having it. After all, a warrant is pretty much the legal permission she needed to even be on his property. But instead of leaving, the cop just stood there asking the man for his name. She even claimed that since she told him her name, he had to tell her his, but it doesn't work that way. She's required to identify herself as part of her job, but he's under no obligation to just give his name because he was asked. Was that really so hard for her to understand? Getting frustrated, the cop then asked if he knew why she was there, but the man made it clear he didn't care and wasn't interested in anything she had to say unless she had a warrant. He didn't mince words and even started yelling at her, which honestly is pretty understandable in this situation. Just imagine a cop shows up at your door, demands your information, and doesn't even have the legal right to be there. Who wouldn't be upset? Cops need to remember that just because they wear a badge doesn't mean they're above the law. They could still be charged with trespassing like anyone else. The badge doesn't give them a free pass to do whatever they want.
What's your badge number?
612. What's your name?
Is your body cam on?
Absolutely.
It is?
What is your name?
Let me see it.
Right here. What's your name?
What's your badge number again?
I already told you. 6128.
6128. You got a warrant?
I don't need a warrant. Come talk to you.
You have to have a warrant. You see the sign back there?
What's your name?
Do you see the sign back there?
What is your name?
None of your business. Do you got a warrant?
What is your name?
Do you have a warrant?
What is your name?
Do you have a warrant?
What's your name?
Off.
I identified myself, so what is
I'm
your
not playing your game. Get the fuck out of here. Do you have a warrant? Do you have a warrant? Yeah, send some more people here. There's a person trespassing on my property. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You're trespassing on private property. Get the fuck out of here.
What is your name?
Fuck off.
What is your name?
Get out of here.
Okay, what is your...
Off. Get out of here.
Okay, listen.
Listen, I don't have to listen to shit. You're a public servant. Get the fuck property.
Do you know why I'm here?
I don't why you're here. You got a warrant?
Do you know...
Do you have a warrant?
What's your name? Why are
Do you have a warrant?
Why are
Get
you...
the fuck out of here.
I'm not leaving.
Get out of here.
I am not leaving.
You are trespassing.
I am not leaving.
Get the fuck out of here.
Brandon?
I am not.
Name Brandon.
No. You're looking. Who are you looking for? Brandon? There is no Brandons here.
Okay.
Fuck off. Get out of my property. Have a good day.
What's the subject name again?
Fuck off.
Is your...
Fuck off. How about that?
Is your name...
Off.
Okay, because we're here just to check on your...
Fuck off.
On your welfare check. That's
Fuck
it.
off.
Literally why we're
Do
here.
you have a warrant?
I don't need a warrant.
You need a
I
warrant.
don't
Get the
need a
fuck
warrant.
out of here.
I don't need a
You're
warrant.
trespassing too,
I
fuckface.
don't need a warrant for any of
Yes, you fucking
No,
do.
I don't. No.
You don't need a warrant?
I don't need a warrant to
Okay.
talk to you. Absolutely not. Now,
This,
we're here-
this is non-consensual.
But listen,
Fuck off.
I'm here. Just
Fuck
to check
off.
On your welfare.
I don't
Not
care.
in trouble at
Fuck
all.
off.
You're not
I don't
in
want you
trouble.
here.
But listen.
Fuck off.
We're not here to arrest
What's
you.
your name and
We're not
badge
here
number?
to do any
Trespasser?
of those things.
I'm Lieutenant Howe.
And what's your badge number?
3681. What's your name?
36.
When cops realize they're being set up, tensions can rise quickly. That seemed to be the case here. The female cop was at her wit's end dealing with a man who just wouldn't stop yelling or listen to her commands. Feeling overwhelmed, she called for backup. It must have looked a bit odd to the man seeing more cops show up on his own yard as if one wasn't enough. Then a lieutenant stepped onto the scene, and the first thing he did right was introduce himself. The female cop tried to calm the situation by assuring the man they weren't there to arrest him, but the man was having none of it. His patience had worn thin, and he bluntly told the cops to get off his property. The cops insisted they needed to speak with him because they believe he had been driving under the influence, but here's where things got tricky. They didn't have any proof. And the man didn't seem drunk at all. He was just really annoyed that these cops were in his yard accusing him of something he hadn't done. To him, it felt like they were just throwing around accusations to justify their unwelcome presence without a warrant.
One, I ain't telling you. Do you have a warrant? Do you have a fucking warrant?
I'm here on the community caretaker.
Do you have a warrant? Huh? Then good. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, both of you.
Sir, why would someone tell us you tried to hurt yourself earlier?
Well, I don't know who the fuck you're talking to, pal, but do I look like I'm hurt? Do I look like... Get the out of here!
You were driving this car.
I was?
Okay.
You sure? You got fucking evidence?
Under the influence-
You got evidence?
Are you under the
Do you got evidence? Do I look like I'm anything, dumbass?
Okay,
Get the out of here!
You're literally here just to
Get the out of here! Get the out of here!
No, you can slow down. That's really easy.
Get the out of here!
So anytime
Get the
they're
out of here!
trying to hurt themselves, we have a requirement to,
Do I look like I'm... Do I look like I'm under the influence? Do I sound like I'm under the influence?
That's it.
Good. Out of here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Seriously.
Whose house is this?
Do you have a warrant?
Whose house is this?
No, out of here.
It's Mom's house, right?
Let me talk to Avila.
Yeah, go talk to Avila. Get the property.
You can have medical 1021.
Yeah, whatever, man. You guys.
A bunch of cops approached this man and started messing with his rights. Here's how it all went down. One female cop stopped the man to check his ID, claiming she needed to know who he was. Oddly enough, she refused to tell him her own name. The man, feeling suspicious, pointed out that he couldn't be sure if she was even a real cop. In response, she snapped back with a bizarre argument, saying she didn't know if he was a criminal either. Well, that didn't sit right because, honestly, cops aren't supposed to just stop anyone walking by without a good reason.
You suspect me of having committed a crime or about to commit a crime?
Well, let me put it this way.
No, that's not the way the law works. That's not the way the law works, right?
That's fine. You don't even want to hear, so.
I don't want to hear it. That's not the way the law. No, you guys are getting out of control.
That is just fine.
I don't don't even know you're a real police officer. You could be an imposter in a fucking costume for all I know.
I don't know if you're a criminal or not.
Well, you treat everybody like criminals.
I didn't treat you like a
You,
criminal.
well,
I actually treated
no,
you.
I don't have to give you that information. If
Your tape is gonna see that I treated you just fine.
am I being detained right now?
I'm talking to you.
Am I being detained? Does that mean I'm being detained?
Yes.
And under what grounds am I being detained? Why am I being detained?
Because I need to find out who you are.
Why do you need to find out who I am?
Because I'm looking for someone with your name. You
Okay.
Want to step in closer to me?
No, I don't, because I don't know if you're going to shoot me. I'm just trying to get a clear information.
Well, you're already being agitated towards me.
I am.
So if you keep walking.
I am. I'm very agitated. You just pulled your service fucking gun on me.
That's fine.
You just pulled your gun on me. If I pulled my gun on somebody, I'd be going to fucking jail, wouldn't I?
You're not a cop either, are you?
I don't need to be a cop. I don't want to be a cop. An overseer and a police officer are the same fucking thing. No, thank you. No fucking thank you. Buenos días, señor.
Yeah, go to Freeway.
Fit my description. Oh.
Yeah, just on the northwest corner of Ybor and Sunset. 140 Sam, are you by? Georgia?
The situation heated up when another cop, this one a male officer, walked up with a taser in hand, making it clear he was ready to use it if the man didn't cooperate. That seemed way over the top, didn't it? It's like they were trying to intimidate him just for being there. Then one of the cops tried to explain their actions by saying they were on the lookout for a suspect who supposedly looked like him. But here's the thing, the man was wearing such plain clothes that it made no sense. If that was their only reason, they'd have to stop nearly everyone walking by.
Taser out on me. I have not committed a crime. I haven't done anything wrong. You got a taser out on me like you're fixing to tase me with it. That's not even necessary, officer. You can put that away. I'm a threat to no one.
All right, do you have any ID on you?
Have I committed a crime? Do you suspect me of having committed a crime?
I don't know, I'm just talking to you.
I was gonna call Beeman, but
Wow, really?
How are you?
I'm great until this officer pulled her service revolver out for getting my...
Just make sure you have any weapons for our safety.
sir,
please.
we need to pat you down.
We need to pat
No,
you
you
down.
don't. I haven't done anything wrong.
Because I don't know who you are, and I'm looking for
I
someone.
haven't done anything wrong.
Okay, exactly.
I haven't done nothing wrong. What crime do you suspect me of committing?
I need to see.
What crime do you suspect me of committing? What have I done wrong? My Fourth Amendment right says I don't have to. My Fourth Amendment right says I don't have to let you search me.
Talk to me, please. We need to make sure you have any weapons.
This officer, can I move away from you guys? Can I stand right there?
If you move, I'm gonna feel like you're gonna endanger me. Please let me pat you down and make sure you have any
No, I disagree with. Why are you gonna tase me?
Sir,
Why are you gonna tase me for what?
To see your ID. You're not under arrest yet, but we need to
Yet,
see your ID.
what?
Stop.
You know what? I choose to answer no further questions from you guys. That's my Fifth Amendment right. All right?
I need to make sure you have any weapons for my safety. I need to pat you down.
I haven't committed a crime. I haven't done anything. My Fourth Amendment right says.
Sir, what is
Will
your
you
name?
listen to my partner and let her pat you down?
Hands behind your back. I just want to make sure you have
Sit
any
down your
weapons.
phone.
Okay?
No, I'm not setting down my phone. My phone is for my protection and your accountability.
Listen to her.
Listen.
My phone is for my protection and your accountability.
I'll hold the video. I just want to make sure you have any
No,
weapons.
it's my property. I don't have any weapons. I'll empty my pockets out for you.
Do not reach into your pockets. Do you understand me?
You guys are out of control.
Turn around for me and let me pat you down.
You guys are out of control. I haven't did anything wrong. I haven't done nothing. I haven't done anything wrong. I pose no threat to you officers.
I feel you are a threat to me. You are
How do you feel that I'm a threat? By walking down the street. How am I a threat by you walking down the street? Because I'm...
To top it off, another female cop insisted they needed to search him, all without a warrant or his consent. She claimed it was for her safety, which is pretty ironic since the only person who seemed at risk in this whole scenario was the man himself. Throughout this ordeal, it became clear that the cops were really stretching their boundaries. The man was just going about his day, and suddenly he found himself surrounded, accused, and threatened, all without a shred of evidence or proper procedure.
I'm over rowdy right now because your officer pulled her fucking service revolver or her service gun on me.
What is your name?
My name is not necessary.
Yes, it is, sir.
I have not committed any kind of crime whatsoever.
What is your name? You're being
I have not committed no crime. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm walking down the street, a free person. Unless this is Nazi Germany, I do not have to present my ID to you.
I'm asking
Terry versus Ohio. Terry versus Ohio. United States Supreme Court says that a person walking down the street is not probable cause enough to stop and detain them.
Very good, sir. We're looking for a suspect.
got a
You
guy
match the
videoing over
description.
you.
I'm sorry, I'm
If you're
master.
not the suspect, we're leaving. If you are the suspect, we're gonna.
I'm not the
investigate further.
suspect.
We need to check you to see ID. That's what we're stopping you for, sir. That's the only reason.
I haven't done anything wrong.
That's the only reason.
I haven't done nothing wrong. Thank you. Thank you for record. Thank you.
You got another guy over there too. Hey, Almeida, I think that might be my guy.
And I haven't done anything.
Might be.
No, I haven't done nothing. No, I'm not.
The subject's description too.
Will you calm down for a second so I can tell you something? Hey, is it Bobby Leo?
I'm
Trujillo.
calm. I'm very
Trujillo.
calm.
All we want are the keys. Is that him? Trujillo. Okay. I'm convinced you're not the guy, but will you let me talk to you now? You see that guy right there? He's in camouflage shorts and a shirt. I was looking for him. He was supposed to be over here, and I had to get something from him. And I thought it was you. Do you understand that? That's why I'm here.
It's not this guy over here.
It's not?
No, he has ID.
This is ridiculous.
I know, everybody's got camo
So
shorts on today.
that's why I wanted to know who you are, sir. Okay? There's a guy, his last name's Trujillo, and he left his
It's not my last name.
Okay, let me just tell you, he's wearing exactly what you're wearing, okay? And he has his girlfriend's keys. And when I saw you, I went to go ask you who you were. You reached into your pocket, so what do you think I'm thinking? Right? You gave me a bad look and reached into your pocket. Obviously, I didn't shoot you.
The first female cop, right in front of the camera, admitted she knew this man wasn't their suspect. Despite that, she kept pressing for his ID. She went on to explain that they were actually looking for someone who had stolen some keys from a girl and that they knew the suspect's name. They just wanted to make sure this man wasn't the guy, even though it was clear he wasn't involved.
I don't. Wow, this is
Watch this guy.
fucking stupid. Really? All I have to do is give you my ID, but my United States Constitution says otherwise. The Constitution of the United States.
Just leave your ID right here. Leave your ID right there, sir. We just need to get your name, and then we're done.
I don't want to give you my name. I don't feel comfortable with my name being logged in any kind of document or confrontation with you. I haven't done anything wrong. Number one, I haven't done nothing. I haven't done anything. I haven't done nothing. I haven't done nothing.
No, you haven't.
I haven't done anything
You know
wrong.
what? We need to know your name. Because now I have a possible, you're claiming all these things about me, that I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
I haven't claimed anything about you, officer. All I said is you pulled your fucking service revolver on me. Or service, is that a 40 cal? Or is that 45 or something like that?
Doesn't matter.
But still, I'm just saying, I'm 145th, 49th, all right? All right, that's Oklahoma National Guard, all right?
Anything illegal happen?
All right, all right. So I do have a little bit of familiarity with what is going on here. I'm very cautious. I'm sorry,
I'm calling my supervisor, sir.
huh?
I'm calling for my supervisor.
That's fine.
Now we're okay. Oh, no. Now we're okay. You know what? Here's the deal. His name's Ricky. Where do you live, Ricky?
I live right down there off of
Off what street?
this one right here, Clintwood.
Clintwood? We'll just get, okay. So, we're good. We got his first name. He lives off of Clintwood.
It's not our suspect, so he doesn't want to give us his name. Well,
Unless
all right.
you got something else you want to talk to him about.
There's a reason why he's not giving it to us.
Right. There is a reason why you're not giving us your name.
I'm sorry. I work. That's all I do is I work.
Your last name?
I don't want to. I don't need to be doc.
Ricky, that's the man's name. Told them who he was, and one of the cops recognized that Ricky was not their guy. But instead of just leaving it there and moving on, they stuck around. Now they wanted his last name, just to note it down that they had talked to him. Can you believe it? They spent so much time hassling Ricky that their actual suspect probably had plenty of time to make a clean getaway. The whole point was supposed to identify whether Ricky was the suspect, and which they did pretty quickly. The real issue just wasn't their insistence on IDing him. It was how they treated him in front of everyone. They shamed him, made him out to be some kind of criminal when he hadn't done anything wrong. If you were in Ricky's shoes, what would you have done in that situation?
Documented.
You got a gun on your arm, on your leg, all sorts of crazy stuff.
Must mean I'm very familiar with firearms.
Right, and it must mean that if you reach in your pocket, what am I going to think?
I don't know what you're gonna think, officer. Sometimes you officers overreact faster than you need to. I just seen a report in the news where an unarmed subject
I don't care about the news.
was sitting in his car and got hit in the back for moving.
I've seen lots of reports.
I've seen a lot of them too, and I don't want to be one of your victims. Huh? No, I don't.
I guess this guy's got a tattoo of his girlfriend on the neck. Picture like a woman.
I don't have a woman tattooed on my neck.
Everybody has a camel first today.
All right, so you're Ricky on what's your name?
What you said? Linwood?
Huh?
I'm sure we'll be talking to you.
No, you won't unless you see me and decide to stop me, because I try to stay away from you guys as much as possible.
Okay.
I try to stay away from you guys as much as possible.
Say he's got a tattoo on his neck. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Ricky.
Adios.
Adios. I'll freely leave when you guys move away from me, because I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe at all.
If you want to leave, you're free to stay here all day if you want to.
Hang out. I think you're a little paranoid, Ricky.
I am. I'm very paranoid of you guys. Very paranoid.
When these cops saw a man filming in front of a police station, they decided to go over to him, probably just to show off a bit. What they didn't realize was that this man was a real legal expert, way more familiar with the law than they were. They started off by asking him for his name, but he quickly flipped the script on them. He made it clear that they were the ones who should be identifying themselves, not him. True to form, all the cops introduced themselves and even wished him a nice rest of the day and a happy Thanksgiving. However, there was a group of cops who couldn't resist the chance to puff themselves up a bit, so they started grilling him about who he was and why he was filming. His answer was pretty straightforward. He was recording because he could. And that's all there was to it.
What was going on? Huh? You want to come talk to me? Oh my God, who are you?
Hello.
What's your name?
Kelly.
What's your badge number?
What's your name, sir?
What's your badge number?
What's your name, sir?
Come on, come on, honor your policy. Whenever you make contact with a citizen, you will identify yourself, name, rank, and start number. So you are? I know, but now that you're here, I want to make sure that I identify you. And you are?
As I already told you, my name is Stephanie Kelly.
And your badge number?
19087.
Thank you. That wasn't so hard. Now let me get it. You are?
Marion.
Badge number?
15511.
15511?
Yes, sir.
And you are?
Air 18423.
Thank you so much. I hope you guys stay safe and make sure you stay socially
Stay
distant.
healthy. And happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right.
All right. Have a good one.
How you doing? You having a good day?
What's the name of your badge number?
Santa Lucia, 10374. What's your name, sir?
Hey, your name and your badge number?
Oh.
See, they know who I am.
Huh?
They don't know who I am.
I don't know who you are.
I think you know who I am. You just wanted to mess with me.
No, look at me. Look. I've never seen you before. Look at the lady.
Because I'm famous with the Brown County Sheriff's Department.
You are. Okay. Hey, someone said something's going on. We'll make sure it's okay.
You responding to a service call?
Huh?
Are you responding to a service call?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get the call number, please?
I don't know it.
Who got the call? Service call, that's the call number generator, right? No body cam? Your body cam is activated?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Among the cops who were still keen on testing the man's patience was a young male officer who seemed eager to match wits and legal knowledge. He informed the man that while he could film freely outside, he couldn't do the same inside government buildings. This claim puzzled the man because back in 2018, a law was passed allowing anyone to exercise their constitutional rights in public areas of government buildings, like lobbies, just as they would in a city park. I bet this cop didn't see the response coming. It highlighted a big gap in the young officer's understanding of the law. It turned out 6 months of training wasn't quite enough to grasp the breadth of legal rights and public freedoms. This incident might suggest that maybe it's time for some of the officers to go back for more training or even rethink if this career path best suits them.
You guys know I mean no ill harm, right? No ill will at all, right?
Oh.
You guys understand why I do this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, it's free. You can tape any place you want to. Except for a government building, you can't tape inside government building. Federal building.
Now, you know what?
It's not
Where did you get that information from? What if I was to tell you that there's a DHS Homeland Security memo that was out in 2008, updated in 2018, which absolutely allowed me as a proprietor of any government establishment that's open to the public that I can go inside and actually record. You should check me out on YouTube, Big Nick South Florida Accountability. I can actually go inside because the Supreme Court has ruled that me as a citizen can come out and observe you in the course of your duties.
You can.
And that means inside and outside.
Yep.
So I absolutely can, because there is no Mr. Federal Government. Who's the federal government? It's me, right? The people inside are just representations of me, right?
Sort of.
Yeah. Sort of. If I didn't pay taxes, then they wouldn't be in there, right?
No, it'd still be in there. There's people that...
No, how would they get paid? The government doesn't make money. How would they get paid?
Investments.
Whose investment? The government doesn't own anything to produce any income.
I know, I'm joking.
Oh, okay, thank you. That's all. No, it's all education, that's all. I mean, no ill will. I just have to come out and inform the citizens, because ever since 9/11, for some reason, you guys started dressing like paratroopers, storm raiders, as if Al-Qaeda has been to Broward County. And we just want to go back. I hate the polyester you guys have to wear. I do. I think it's time to change, to get you guys more comfortable uniforms. It sucks that you have to wear that. I prefer the white shirts from back in the days, but I understand why you guys no longer use the white shirts, because it's a big, bright white target. I understand that. But it's time to get out the polyester, man. It's time to get out the polyester. And it's time to start dressing like G.I. Joe. Go back to community policing. You know.
However, this cop soon realized that arguing with the man was a bad idea and that it would only show his poor behavior to everyone watching. So he decided to switch up tactics and play the good cop role. One of them even praised the man, saying that he wasn't doing anything wrong and that he was very respectful towards the cops. He claimed he came over just to tell him that. Yeah, right. The man chose not to get into deeper conversations with the cops because in the end, they at least recognized they were in the wrong. Unlike some cops who let their bruised egos drive them and act like there were no consequences, these guys backed off. Still, it's concerning to learn that this officer holds the rank of sergeant. Considering he doesn't know the law very well and doesn't react appropriately, it's hard to see him as a fit for the role that involves educating other cops on proper behavior. Just imagine the kind of attitude the cops under his command might adopt.
Yeah, but you're kind of intimidating with your dress, though. It's very intimidating. Yeah, it's kind of, but see, when people see images on television of the Marines and going to war and things of that nature, it kind of reflects to that, and that's what it looked like. The member of the public is trying to get your attention. The least you can do is stop and say, how can I help you, sir?
Well, he's listening to me. I told him to go ahead and leave. That's why. So he probably didn't see you come up there. I said, just go ahead and leave. I don't need 8 people out here.
What's your rank?
Sergeant.
You're sergeant. All right. Yeah. Nice to meet you, sergeant.
Hey, you're a peaceful guy. You're just out there doing stuff. That's all we're doing.
I exercise the First Amendment, man. This is America, man.
Exactly.
This is the freedom, man. You know, this is the reason why we have this as the very First Amendment, because it encourages everyone to do this.
Back. I'm good.
First of all, let me thank you for your professionalism. And if this is the sergeant that you guys work under, I commend him, because it rolls downhill and they were very respectable, very professional.
They didn't do anything wrong.
I just simply sat around and asked the questions. They didn't press the issue. You know, they didn't do any of the above. So the Broward County Sheriff Department for the city of Tamarack, I can't ask for much more, man. Even a dap for the sergeant. Even a dap. You know I got to come a little hard just to see if you guys going to remain professional. Yeah, I know. But you know where this is from, right? No. You know where this is from? You should know. This is from John Lewis, Congressman John Lewis. Oh, this is the quote he said, let's start some good trouble. Okay. And that's what I'm doing. By exercising the First Amendment right to show the citizens of Tamarack, Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, whoever else, that is okay to come out and observe our public officials. All right? All right, so on behalf of Big Nick South Florida Accountability, I want to tell you two goodbye.
A man noticed a bunch of cops on the street stopping cars, so he decided to check out what was going on and exercised his constitutional rights by filming them. He kept a safe distance and started recording. It didn't take long for the cops to get antsy once they saw him with his camera. One of the cops walked over and told the man to go away, saying he was getting in the way of their work and wasn't helping them at all. First off, this cop didn't have the right to tell anyone where they can and can't stand on a public sidewalk. Secondly, the man wasn't doing anything to interfere with their job. If the cops were distracted by someone simply filming, that seems like their own issue to handle, right? And let's be clear, the man wasn't there to assist them. They're public servants and their job is to serve the community without causing a fuss. After all this, you have to wonder why these cops were so eager for the man to stop filming and leave. Maybe they were worried he'd catch them bending the rules or doing something they shouldn't. Whatever their reasons, it's troubling to think that these public servants want to hide their actions from a citizen. What do you think that says about their behavior?
Turn around. No, I'm standing right here.
Will you let us do our work?
Do your fucking job.
That's what we're trying to do, Walt. You're not helping us.
I don't give a
You're
shit.
not helping
I'm not
us.
here to help you.
Yeah, I'm fully aware.
Yeah, you murdered that kid. Go ahead, tell me you didn't.
We didn't, Walt.
Yeah, don't stick your finger in my face.
We didn't, Walt.
That's right. I can stand. No, I can stand right here.
You can't be this close to us to distract us. I need
No,
you to
you
move
get your
over there.
ass back over there.
I need you to move over there, sir.
No, I can stand on the sidewalk.
You can stand on the
There's
sidewalk,
no
but you're
law
real
out
close to what we're doing here.
That's tough. There's no law whatsoever
You are
says how far.
unbelievable.
Hey, dipshit. You told me I had 100 viewers, right? 28,000
That's
people
great,
watch
Walt.
that. You in the ass. Go move your ass. Shut up.
Walt,
I can say whatever I want to.
not another step closer.
Okay,
to
I
this car.
won't.
I need
Turn
you over
around.
there.
No, I'm standing right here. You know as
You
well as
understand
I
what
do,
you're
I
doing
can
to me
stand
here,
here.
Walt? You understand what you're before you come over here, please?
You got 2 officers right there.
That's right. And we're on it. We're not on a regular
Don't
traffic
get up in my
stop here,
face.
Walt.
Move
We're
back.
not on a regular
Do not
traffic
move. You
stop,
walked up
Walt.
on me.
We're
Move.
not on a regular traffic stop.
I don't
Do you
give a
let it? Will
shit.
you let us do our work?
Do your fucking job.
That's what we're trying to do, Walt.
Do it.
You're not helping us.
I don't give a
You're
shit.
not helping
I'm not
us.
here to help you, dipshit.
Yeah, I'm fully aware.
Yeah, don't bump into me again.
Don't lean into me,
Don't.
Walt.
I didn't lean into you, you lying son of. Yeah.
You're something.
No, you're a piece of shit, and everybody knows it.
Okay.
I've got video that shows that you guys shot him 3 times to the back of the head. You see the video? You guys got rid of it off your site. You murdered that kid. Go ahead, tell me.
This cop got really annoyed when he realized he had no control over the man, so he tried a different tactic, putting his finger to his face. However, the man caught it all on camera, and it scared him because it's not normal and okay for cops to touch you without a reason. In reaction, the man instinctively reached for his pocket, which made the cop start yelling. The cop threatened to arrest the man if he touched his pocket again. The man stood his ground, though, telling the cop that he was the one who should be arrested for touching him in the first place, but the cop flat out denied doing it. It's baffling why the cop would lie when everything was clearly recorded on camera. Caught in a situation he couldn't manipulate, the cop decided to bail. He got back into his car and drove off, pretty much running away from the confrontation.
You didn't.
We didn't, Walt.
Yeah, don't stick your finger in my face.
We didn't, Walt.
You're gonna get sprayed, buddy.
Don't reach your hand in that pocket ever again. You understand me? You do that again, you're going to jail, Walt.
Listen, look at this.
You reach in your pocket again, you're going to jail.
I'm going to defend myself because you touched me.
I didn't touch you.
Yes, you did.
I didn't touch
this camera right here.
Then why don't you
dipshit.
step back
I
while
don't
we're
have
doing
to.
our work?
I don't have to. What's this dipshit's name? Is he one of the
Can you
officers?
read, Walt?
I can't see. He's got his covered up on purpose, huh?
Yeah, that's what we
Does
do.
That's your policy,
That's
right?
what we do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
What is your name, officer? Okay. You're not one of the murderers.
We good here? Have a
Bye,
great day.
dipshit. Go yourself. Yourself, fucking coward. You know what that means in cop-splaining? That means you. Make sure you get your big lard ass and your piece of shit body back in that vehicle.
You're a physical specimen.
I'm 76. I like that, mother. You like that, huh? You like that? Yeah. Wave, you prick. You just showed your ass off. You in the ass. Everybody knows you are. I'm coming after your ass for the death penalty. I'm gonna get it too. I'm getting your ass for the death penalty. Move it. Get out of here.
A man walked into the lobby of a federal building to create content for his story as a free journalist. Inside, he encountered a group of cops who seemed to think they were above the law. In an instant, they concocted a new rule, claiming the business was closed and that the man couldn't be inside. Among them, a female cop who was the supervisor even grabbed the man's hand and tried to throw him out, an action that could land her in legal trouble for battery. Despite what these cops claimed, the front door had a sign stating the business was still open. However, the cops insisted that the working hours had been changed.
Is that? Because this is a public building, they're asking you to leave. I know it's a public building, ma'am. Please don't touch me. Okay, you need to understand the law. Okay. I have a right to record in a public building, and that's the bottom line. So you need to not grab me. No, I'm not interested in going outside.
You can record outside, not inside.
Why is that? What law is that?
Let's go outside.
What law is it, sir?
Let's talk outside.
I'm good. I don't want to go outside. What law is it?
You have business inside?
Yeah, just grabbed a bunch of stuff and getting some more.
So
So
you're done with your business, and you don't have any business to be here now.
well, that's not true.
Okay, so we need to go.
This building's open to the
No,
public. It's a
not.
public
It's closed
building.
at 3, so it's after 3.
It's closed at 4. Look at the outside. There's a public defender's office, and this is open to the public, ma'am.
And
You
you're
need
telling
to.
me it's closed.
I
This is the
suggest.
public defender's
You got a
office.
supervisor?
I am the supervisor.
Is there one above you? I'm not going to escalate with you. I understand how this works. Courts have ruled on this over and over. This is totally fine. It's not. It's open. Look at the door.
And they've changed the hours, and they can do
They
that.
have not changed the hours. They just told me on camera that the public defender's office is open until 4, and I can be in any public areas of the public building. This is. It doesn't matter your hours. This is publicly accessible. Go look the laws up before you do something stupid like touch me like you already did. What's your name and badge number? Name and badge number. She's listening to this. Cool. What's your name and badge number? What is it? What is it? Right there? Is that RIGHT or RITE? Yeah. What's your badge number?
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys
telling you
live.
to go outside. They told you the building is closed.
The building's open. It's clearly on the door. Recording is enough business. I'm exercising my First Amendment right. I'm doing a story. There's nothing you guys can do about it. So that's it.
They're telling you the business is closed.
It's on the door, and they've just admitted to me on the camera that they're open till 4. What time is it, sir?
It says it's 4.
It's 3:51.
It's still open. They might have,
The door was unlocked. That means open. It's open to the public.
The door's unlocked doesn't mean it's open to the public.
Yes, it does. This is a public building, and the door's open. So
Okay, so I'm asking you to leave. Are you going to leave?
you can ask. Is there a law that says I have to leave, sir?
The business is closed.
The
Closed to the public.
building closes at 4. I have 10 minutes, what it looks like on my watch. So the more stuff I need to gather, and I got 10 minutes. I have to take pictures. You guys are actually stopping me from doing this. Once I'm done with this, I will gladly be on my way. Until then, what law do you have that says I have to leave this public building? And don't say something dumb like your sergeant here who just said this is a public building, you can't record in it, you gotta go.
It seemed like they were just making up rules on the spot to suit themselves, perhaps thinking their badges gave them the power to do whatever they wanted. But cops are called law enforcement for a reason. They're supposed to enforce existing laws, not invent new ones on the whim. This situation made one thing very clear: these cops didn't like it when someone questioned their authority. Unfortunately for them, this man was there to educate them on proper behavior and remind them of their actual role. He stood his ground, ready to challenge their claims and assert his rights as a journalist.
Finish business. You've got
I'll
9
finish when I got 9 minutes.
minutes.
I'll be done when I'm done. You go finish your business and get your ass back to work and don't talk to me like that. Talk to your kids like that. Don't talk to me like that.
I'll be waiting for your 9 minutes.
You wait. Waste the time. Go ahead. I'm going to take all my 9 minutes. Every little second of it. How's that feel to you? Does it hurt?
No.
Does it hurt? Why would you come up? Why would you come up and grab
If you
me?
would like to, you can go back and get it.
They just said don't assist him. They have
They're
to.
closed. You guys are done.
They have to
You can stay.
assist us.
You can stay.
Yeah. So why wasn't that the whole beginning of the conversation? Why did it take me sitting here trying to teaching you guys,
I'm waiting.
and you grab me? I don't need you at all. You can mind your business.
It's fine. He has 8 minutes. We're going to leave him for 8 minutes.
Look at this lady. She came up, grabbed me. It all failed. Realized she didn't do nothing, and now she's pissed. You don't like it when people challenge your perceived authority, do you? It seems like it. Because you just walked up and grabbed me. I wouldn't even be talking to you like this if you didn't walk up and try to grab me and force me out of a public building that I'm allowed to be in. That was pretty stupid, huh? Do you agree? Make a stupid mistake right now? I got you on camera. So does your partner. Where's your body cam at? Do you have a body cam? Do you have a body cam? Got a complaint form? She's just going to be quiet. She's a mute, a robot. They don't like it when you challenge their authority, and they don't have any at all, but they think they do. And she was getting very, very close to putting her hands on me. This officer is ignorant. How did she become a sergeant? I have no clue. It's fucking unfortunate. Horrible person abuses her authority. At least this guy was somewhat kind of professional, but he doesn't know the law either. So, do you know the law on this stuff? Would you like to learn it? I'll teach you. Fordyce versus Seattle. You know, don't need consent to record people. That's a 9th District U.S. Court case. You can look that one up. There's Katz that says there's no expectation of privacy in public. You can look that one up. That's a U.S. Supreme Court case. You want some help on this? I could help you. I'm surprised that the public defender's office doesn't know this, and the guy in there didn't say, hey, he can record, leave him alone. Instead, we bought 2 ignorant cops over here who are standing here literally wasting time when there's no crime being committed. You should just go back to work. You're dismissed. I dismissed you a long time ago. They're going to stand here like mutes.
The man, well versed in the law, knew exactly how to handle the situation without overstepping any boundaries. Realizing he had just a minute left before the building closed, he used that last moment to school the cops on their own rules. He confidently told them they better brush up on the law by tomorrow because he planned to return right when they open, and then he'd have a full 8 hours, not just 20 minutes or so he had that day to ensure that they were doing their jobs right.
How's it going, man? How old are you? How long you been a sheriff? Could you just have a cordial conversation? I'm just trying to get to know a little bit about you. You're a professional, unlike your sergeant, so I actually respect you. So, been a sheriff for a long time? No? Okay. Is there a call number for this? You have to give me that. So, need the call number. Call number, sir. Something I need. You gotta get it to me, whether you want to or not. Call number, please. What's the call number? You know as well as him that you have to give it to me. What's the call number? Okay. Just don't deny me the call number. You might not want to talk, but don't deny me what you absolutely have to give me. So, okay. All right. You guys can give it to me outside all you want. So, let's see here. Got a few minutes left. So this guy's these are ignorant sheriffs, man. Ignorant. This lady walked right up and, working for the public defender's office, I'm really surprised that you don't know that people could record in a public building, bud. I feel like you should know that. Oh, is it? You're not supposed to know that one? Ask the public defender, man, so you know for next time. It'll help you guys out. Because I'll probably be right back tomorrow, right when you guys open, and then I got 8 hours, you know what I mean, instead of 20 minutes. So we got our unfriendly sheriff here, McAllister, who walks up and grabs people because they don't listen to her. What's your use of force policy? Do you have that on you? Because I guarantee you weren't supposed to touch me, and that was a use of force. So why'd you do that? You can roll your eyes all you want. We're going to take that shit all the way. I'll tell you that much. It's a use of force violation. So what's your use of force policy? Do you know it? When are you allowed to use force against somebody? Do you know the First Amendment? There's 5 elements. I'll help you out. I'll give you one. One is freedom of the press. Do you know the rest? No, I didn't think so. Took oath to the Constitution, but don't believe in it. Don't remember it. Doesn't want to talk about her use of force policy because she just violated the shit out of it. Fucking grabbed me for no reason. Super ignorant. These people are just ignorant.
As he laid down the facts, the cops still had little to say in response. They were visibly taken aback, unsure of how to handle being corrected in such a straightforward manner. One of them even started rolling his eyes, clearly annoyed but unable to argue against the man's points. It must have been quite the scene, especially when the man later became a real YouTube star thanks to the video capturing this cop's poor behavior.
You would think that we would have good officers, good public employees that did the right thing. And let's see, we got 1 minute. We'll sit here for 1 minute till they lock the door. Let me make sure I saw that right. Yeah, 1 to 4. 1 to 4. We got 1 minute. Not quite there yet. So we got use of force violation. This guy was getting ready to go hands-on as well. Ignorant cops don't know what they're doing. And now they're just sitting here babysitting me for no reason. So there's really not a reason for it. They should just get back to work. There's not a crime being committed. But yet they want to, it's one of the things that they won't listen to you because their ego won't let them. It keeps them here and it keeps them listening to me and hopefully soaking some of what I'm saying up. Their ego keeps them here because if they didn't have an ego and there was no crime, they'd be gone doing their job. They got a fucking job to do. But are they gone doing their job? No, they're being ignorant sitting here. There we go. My 1 minute's up, so I'll go ahead and get out of here. Give me my call number. Let's go. Let's go. Hurry the hell up. So we got some ignorant cops. And there was ignorant staff here. Oh, he's gonna try to take a picture of me apparently. They got their cameras on. They're not supposed to take pictures, I'll tell you that much. Oh, they're calling somebody. Come on, need my call number here. So look, they try to tell me the office hours were 1 to 3. It's clearly 1 to fucking 4 for the Santa Clara County Public Defender's Office of the Alternate Defender. You got the other people in the back who stated clear as broad day that they get funds from the government all the time, so they're a public entity.
I got your number.
Cool. What is it?
22-341-0261. I had a call for it.
22-341-0261. That's the call number. Cool. We got McAllister. No, wait for the complaints. You guys will get them. Likewise. Oh, I'm going across the street now. You guys working over there? I'm gonna hop in there too and record. So I'll see you guys in there ASAP, because he's gonna file a complaint and might open us up to a lawsuit. That's probably what she's doing at this point. So.